From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Friday, June 5th. Hundreds of protesters returned to downtown Detroit on Thursday for a seventh straight night marching against police brutality. Tristan Taylor has emerged as one of the leaders of the movement. Taylor is a self-described working-class black man from Detroit fighting for freedom after the death of George Floyd.
All right, John Carlisle, Detroit Free Press. I'm with Tristan Taylor.
Reporter John Carlisle spoke with Taylor as the two walked to catch up with the rest of the protesters. Here's a clip of the interview.
So we're taking a leisurely stroll in so-called Foxtown, so I figured there's a good time to talk. So, Tristan, tell me, how do you think it's gone so far today?
So far, so good. We, as a movement, had really good discussions. People got a chance to, talk about their experiences and some of the issues I want to raise. In particular, we talked about the next steps in terms of engaging with Police Chief Craig and Mayor Duggan. I have a whole list of demands that people wanted me to bring to the table.
Yeah, so what happened was speeches were being made in front of the Detroit Police Headquarters, and you asked the audience to offer suggestions to bring to the table when you do meet with Mayor Duggan and Chief Craig. And so you've got 23 there. What are some of the bigger ones that you heard?
Some of the biggest ones is that we want anybody who was arrested during the protest to have their charges or tickets dismissed. The second thing that we want to have that we were asking for that's really big is to make sure that DPD demilitarized. It's also like, why do they have tanks and like a military unit? That's unnecessary and a waste of public dollars that could be used to go towards public education. We want DPD to not enforce evictions in the city of Detroit. That was another big one. And the other one that I think is also pretty important, and this is us showing solidarity to all black and brown bodies, is we want non-cooperation of Detroit with ICE agents. We want Detroit to be a sanctuary city. That was some of the big things.
Similar marches, many more violent than in Detroit, are happening in cities across the U.S. Watch the full video interview at our website, freep.com.
I'm Evan Petzold of the Free Press Sports Department. On Thursday, Michigan State Athletic Director Bill Beekman unveiled a plan that allows student-athletes to return for voluntary workouts. The process will begin with players returning to on-campus housing June 14th, followed by COVID-19 testing the next day. Every athlete will be forced to self-isolate for 1 week. On June 22nd, players who test negative will be given a second test. If the results of the second test are negative, they will be cleared to begin voluntary workouts. If a player tests positive, they will be quarantined for 10 days. Those eligible to return first are members of the football, men's and women's basketball, and volleyball teams. Freshmen and other newcomers are allowed to arrive June 28th, with COVID-19 tests happening June 29th. Hockey players can arrive on campus starting July 6th, and additional teams will wait until a later date to return. Athletes will be provided face masks to wear at all times, except during workouts. All facilities and equipment will be cleaned after each workout group, which will be determined by living situations. If a player does not follow the guidelines, they are not to be allowed in the athletic facilities. If an athlete tests positive, their entire workout group will be self-isolated. One Michigan State student-athlete already tested positive sometime in the last 3 months, but was asymptomatic and later produced a negative result. Michigan State also plans to begin the football season as scheduled, with the opener September 5th against Northwestern in East Lansing. Beekman hopes to fill Spartan Stadium, which holds 75,000 fans, to 20 to 30% of its capacity.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.